Hey everyone, welcome back to Blind Faith Week 19. This is Jake Kruger. I can't believe we're already Week 19. Thanks for sticking with me this long. Let me know if you have any comments or anything about the videos. This week, I would like to talk about God's reasons. God always has a reason for everything He does. Every situation that happens, just everything. If you look at this situation, for example, you're sitting on your computer and you want to leave. Maybe you're taking a test in a class or just doing homework with a group and your computer glitches. All of a sudden, it deletes your homework assignment or something like that. You're sitting there all frustrated. I mean, this is a pretty difficult situation. All of a sudden, you're like, oh my goodness, I have to redo all my work. This isn't good. God has a reason. There's possibly His reasoning is maybe if you would have finished that homework assignment when you're supposed to and would have driven home then, maybe you would have gotten a car accident. Maybe you wouldn't even been killed, but maybe you'd been injured or whatever. Or maybe you would have been killed too. So you're sitting there all annoyed, and God's sitting there, and He just saved your life by making your computer glitch. I mean, technology is made by people, so it's always going to have issues. But I also think that God has reasons for everything that He does as well. So this is one example. The reason why I brought this example up is I always think of situations I've been held up before where it's literally been something I don't remember, a specific case right now. But I'll be held up for like 30 seconds, longer than I want to. Maybe, I think one of the cases would be like, we're pulling out of the garage, and a cat moves in front of the van, so you can't pull out right away. You're sitting there going, we're in a hurry, we need to go, why isn't the cat moving? Well then, we go driving down the road, and all of a sudden someone pulls out in front of us. If we would have been 30 seconds faster, we would have been right there where they pulled out. So looking back, that cat possibly saved our lives, for sure saved us injury and money. And I think that God did the situation like that for a reason, because we're sitting here always getting annoyed. We're always in a hurry. We're in way too much of a hurry. We're always trying to get stuff done. Always trying to go places fast. And sometimes we're sitting there going, why did I get slowed down here? God has a reason. And the reason is a very good reason. We all need to start trusting God more, because we always get annoyed over the littlest things that go wrong. We're all sitting there getting mad because our computer failed for 30 seconds and didn't work for 30 seconds. We're sitting there going, oh my goodness, it took me 30 seconds, that's 30 more seconds, I would have had time to do something else. Well, God might have a reason. Another thing that I want to go over, another example, kind of came up with this last year. I was in wrestling for a long time, and I always wondered, why do a lot of people get hurt? I mean, I never got a serious injury, never broke a bone or anything. But I'm like, why do some of these people get hurt over and over? God might have a reason for that too. Maybe He's hurting them at the right time in the season, because maybe in their future they would have had a worse injury that would have hurt them worse, or possibly killed them or something. We don't know God's reasoning. We just see the outcome that we get. We don't know all the outcomes that could have happened, so it makes it hard. We always get mad because we're like, oh my goodness, why did this happen to me? Why does all this bad stuff always have to happen to me? Maybe the bad stuff's happening to you because it's keeping worse stuff from happening to you. Another thing I want to go over is God also has a reason for death. It's something that hurts us all. It affects everyone. Everyone will be affected by death. It's one of the hardest things that ever will happen on earth, ever happens. And you always have to remember you'll see Him again in heaven. But God has a reason for that too, because I look at when people die, it brings families together. There might be brothers or sisters, brothers and sisters, siblings that have quarreled for years, or maybe two parents that are divorced that haven't gone along for a long time, and someone dies, and all of a sudden they're at this funeral together, sharing memories, and all of a sudden realizing that they're both still people. So as painful as death is, God has a reason for death as well. Well, the main reason for death is this is not God's true kingdom. The earth is not where we're supposed to live forever. God has a better place made for us, and death is just our journey to that new place. It's a new beginning. So, message for the week: don't get too impatient. Know that God always has a reason, and don't get upset when your prayers aren't answered, because most of them won't be answered. We don't know as much as God. We always think we do. We always pray for something. It's okay to ask for something from God. It's okay to pray. But sometimes the answer is no. Sometimes it's better not to happen. You pray to win the lottery. Sometimes it's better not to win the lottery. That's just one example of how, what could be better. You don't see that it's better. A lot of situations, you pray at that time because you're like, I want this to happen. And now all of a sudden, it doesn't happen. You're like, oh my goodness, this is not good. God has a reason for it. So this is Jake Kruger, Blind Faith. Thanks for watching. Remember, I've got that email account, jkruger.blindfaith@gmail.com. Again, jkruger.blindfaith@gmail.com. Thanks for watching. This is Blind Faith, week 19. Thanks for sticking with me this long. See y'all next week.